Now, this is a digital showroom, like I just said. What is a digital showroom? Well, a digital showroom is a live stream where you get to look at me being incredible and amazing, and also telling you about all of this wonderful products that are going to be here today. And the great thing about a digital showroom is right down there at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see some big old buttons, big white buttons, and you can click on those buttons and purchase these products that I'm telling you about today. So as I said, hello, my name's Mikey Fadum. We're going to be talking to you today about products from Ampace. And who is Ampace? Well, Ampace is a company that wants to make the world a better place through green energy. They are the number one supplier of mobile batteries, drone batteries, electric vehicle batteries, all of those, heavy-duty, hard-working batteries that you use in your daily life. And now they want to bring that battery power and put it in your hands through devices like this. Now, what is this? This is the Ampace Andes 1500 portable power station. What this is like when you're going out for an event or something like that, and they've got those super big, noisy generators. They're big, they're usually orange, they make a lot of noise, they smell, they use gasoline. This is sort of like the modern cyber age version of that. What it is a giant battery, and it is a giant battery that you can charge up and then you can use to power the things you need to power in your life. This is the 1500. This is sort of the big daddy of the portable power stations we're going to look at today. It's a huge, beautiful piece of machinery, and it'll charge your devices for literal days, and you can fully recharge it in just under an hour. So in 55 minutes, you can take this device from 0 to fully charged, all the way up. Say you just bought one and you want to start using it immediately, you can plug it into the wall. Less than an hour, it'll be charged up and ready to use. It's got a lifespan of 6,000 cycles, which is, a cycle is every time you fully charge and fully discharge the device. So that means that if you were to fully charge this and fully discharge this every day, you would get over 15 years of use. And you're not going to be charging it up every day and discharging it every day, because again, it'll power your devices for hours and hours on end. So, fully charge it up in an hour, days of use, and then you could do that 6,000 times. The 1500 puts out 2,400 watts of power. Hi, welcome to chat. It puts out 2,400 watts of power, which is going to power almost anything you need. But if you do need that little extra boost, there's a mode you can activate in the app called A-Boost mode, and that'll turn it up to 3,600 watts, which is really enough to power almost anything. Let me take you through everything that we've got on this cool device here. This is like a spaceship, someone in chat said. Yeah, it is. Great design, said somebody at Amazon chat. Yeah, it is. It's a really, really pretty device, right? Okay, so on the front here, we've got a power button, little green circle to tell you where it is. And we've got this screen that'll tell you how many hours of charging you have left, what percent of a battery you've got left, and how much power is going in and going out. Now, to see that change, I'll show you by turning on this LED light here. You activate the LED light, and you can see now we've got 70 hours of charge. If you just left the LED light on the lowest setting, it would go for 70 hours, which is, I think, 3 or 4 days. The LED light has 3 more settings. It's got brighter, it's got strobe, and it's got SOS. So if you're in a situation where you need to let somebody know where you are, really useful thing to have on the front of this device. Then we've got 4 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports. And then down here, we've got a car charger port and 2 DC out ports. And there's a little button right here. You can see it light up when I press it. That activates the ports down here. on the back of the device, we've got this button right here that will turn on and off these 4 AC ports. So if you want to leave something plugged in, but you don't want it to keep charging, you can just turn off the ports just like that. And then on the back, we've got a port for your solar panels. We're going to talk about some solar panels later on in the stream today. We've got a overcharge protection, and we've got the AC port that you can use to charge the 1500. So again, 55 minutes, fully charge this device up. Power for literal days. And you can do that 6,000 times before you have to worry about it. It's something you could purchase now. You can make a good investment, and it'll last with you for a very long time. And right now, there's a very, very good deal going on these as well, which you can see by clicking these little buttons down here. And that'll take you directly to a place where you can purchase the devices. Now, something like this, you're going to want, when I was a kid growing up in Connecticut, we would have a lot of power outages during the winter because snow would just sit on the power lines, and then the power lines would fall down. And we used to always have a generator in the house, in case we lost power, so we could power up essential stuff. This is, like I said, the cyber age version of a generator. So you're going to want to know that it can help you and your family in the case of a disaster. The great thing about it is the temperature range of this product is -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. That means that any situation, any temperature you're going to get into, you're going to have a working, functioning device. You're going to have access to your devices. You're going to have access to your computers or anything else you need. If you need to keep in touch with your family, if you need to keep in touch with emergency services, it's an incredible insurance policy to have one of these in your house. And another cool thing that is it acts as what's called a UPS. And that means if you've got a computer plugged in here and you've got it plugged into the wall to charge. So let's take the super fancy AC cable and plug that in right here. Now you can see it plugs in here and plugs into the wall. And then you could take your computer and plug it into one of these ports here. While you've got that running, the port will charge the phone via power from the wall. And then so it'll just be running straight through the device. So you won't have to worry about power from being drained from the generator. However, should you lose power, should something happen, unexpected power outage in your house, this will, within 20 milliseconds, kick in and give you power to your computer immediately. So say you've been working for 3 hours and you've forgot to save. You can this will kick in before your computer even knows it lost power, and you won't lose anything. You can save. You can make sure you've got your work all set to go, and yeah. Sorry, 1 second. All right. So we talked about how this has an amazing temperature range of -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. It'll work in almost any situation. It'll protect you during a disaster. It'll protect your data from getting lost. And it's got a really cool thing going on for it where it's got 95% efficiency in the power that it's transferring. It has, when you mouth's not working. When you plug in something to a power device, the longer the cord you have, the more power you're going to lose over time. This is got a 95% efficiency. That means that even if you plug in a really, really long cord, it's going to only lose about 5% of the power between this and the device that you're charging. So you could put this in your living room and charge something in your garage, and you know that you're getting most of the power that you need. Now, What's really cool is that this is going on a really good sale right now. It's got you can click on the button down here, and you can go straight. You can get taken straight to the website where you can purchase this device. You can purchase it in a bundle with our solar panels right here. Just click on it, and you can go right there. Jake wants to know how heavy this battery is. It's not actually that heavy. I think it's. I have the exact number here. Or I don't actually, but it's really light to pick up, really easy to move around and carry. Really, really cool device. At the full price, if you bought it at full price, which you're not doing right now, if you bought this at full price, you would be spending 23 cents a day for every time you fully charged and fully discharged the device. That's a super, super good deal. And you're not going to be spending full price on this right now. You're going to be clicking on this button right here, and you're going to be saving a bundle. And you can bundle it. We've got 2 solar panels here that you can bundle with and save on everything. So let's talk through what we've got on here again. We've got a power button on the front. Shows you how many hours you've got left, how much percent you've got left, how much power is coming in and going out. We've got an LED light up top on here that goes from bright to brighter to strobe to SOS. And we've got down here 4 18-watt USB-A ports, 2 100-watt USB-C ports, a car charger port, and 2 DC out ports that you can turn on and off with this super helpful button right here. On the back, there's this button here that turns on the 4 AC ports. And on the bottom, you got a solar charger port to connect to your car charger or your solar panels. I'll show you all of those in a minute. We've got the overcharge protection, and we've got the AC out, or AC in, actually, for when you want to charge up the device with your wall socket. So, folks, you've heard a little bit about how this guy works, what the 1500 is for, how you can use it in your life. Let me know what you would use it for, where you would put it. Someone asked if it was noisy. Well, you can kind of hear that right now. I can put my microphone right up next to it, and you can't hear anything. Super, super quiet. So again, this is a super powerful battery. It's going to last for hours and hours of charging. You can fully charge it all the way up in 55 minutes. It'll last 6,000 cycles, and a cycle is when you fully charge it and fully discharge it. So if you were fully charging and fully discharging the device every single day, it would last you for over 15 years. You're not going to be doing that. You're going to be fully charging it and then discharging it over time. It's a really, really cool, really long lifespan. It puts out 2,400 watts, 3,600 with the A-Boost mode that you can activate in the app. And it'll run 99% of your household appliances, your TVs, your refrigerators. If you want to have some backup for those, you can. And of course, it also is a backup device for your computer. So if you lose power, this will kick in with 20 milliseconds. Within 20 milliseconds, power your computer and prevent you from losing any data. If you purchase the 1500 today, or any day, by pushing this button right down here and getting a really, really good deal on it, you will get the 1500 portable power station. You will get this very high quality AC charger cable, not going to break on you. You will get this solar charger cable. Looks gorgeous. Connects to your solar panels that we're going to talk about later. And you can get this car charger cable, which connects right into the back, right back here. And if you need to charge something, with from your car, you can. So if you're out and about and you're like, I need a little bit more juice in my 1500, you can plug it right into your car and you can charge it up that way. You also get, here it is. We redecorated for Christmas, and I lost control of my bag for a minute. This is an accessory bag that comes with a device when you buy it. And you'll get a 5-year warranty, all the cables I mentioned, Ampace's friendly customer service. It's really, really cool. It's a really neat device. It's very portable, as you can see. And one really cool thing that happens with it is that Ampace has a free app that you can see right here. The app connects to the devices. Right now it's connected to the 1500, and you can control the AC output, the DC output, so that's controlling, turning on and off those ports we talked about earlier. And in the settings menu, you can change the nickname of the device. You can change the LED mode. I'll talk about ambient light mode in a second. You can turn on and off A-Boost if you want to get those 3600 watts. You can change the battery range of the device. You can connect it to Wi-Fi. You can change when the unit times out and when the screen times out. And you've got your serial number and your firmware right there in the app in case you need to talk to friendly customer support about it. That's really cool because, a lot of the time when you're doing when you're talking to customer service about a piece of technology, they'll ask you for the serial number. You got to go crawling under a table or shining a flashlight behind your TV. This time it's right here in the app, so you don't have to do anything. It's just right there for you. Super easy to get at. No more crawling on your knees. Really, really cool feature to have. Someone asked earlier how noisy this is. It's super quiet, you can see. Absolutely whisper quiet. Even if we plug it in to charge something, I'm going to plug in this iPad that you saw me use earlier. Plug it into one of the 100-watt ports here. And what's cool is you can immediately see, okay, we got 33 hours of charge left if we're charging the iPad from the 100-watt charger. Oh, nope, we're back up to 70. And it's still extremely quiet. Absolutely quiet. 55 minutes to fully charge this up. You can use it to back up protect your computer and your other devices from power outages, or you can keep it around to charge up things you need as you go. Nathan says he's going to keep this at home during the week and then take it on some kind of adventure, I assume. So that is the 1500. This is the sort of granddaddy of Ampace's portable power stations. This is the one you want to get if you want to get the most bang for your buck. And again, really, really affordable price right now. Just click on the white button down below. You'll get a great deal on this. Less than 23 cents for every time you fully charge it and fully discharge it. But if you're not looking for something that's going to do everything at once and be the absolute best in class at everything, then we got some other options for you too. So I'm going to put the 1500 over here for a second. This is the Ampace 300 portable power station. And I'm just going to raise it up above chat here so y'all can see. So this is the portable little brother of the 1500. It's a really compact, really useful device. This is the sort of thing that you can take, in your car or your truck with you. You can take it camping. You can put it somewhere in your house to protect from power outages. But you're going to know that it's not going to take up that much space. Now, the trade-off, of course, is that it's not as powerful as the 1500. 1500, we talked about, does 2400 watts or 3600 watts. This will put out 300 watts, which will still cover a lot of your devices. If you want to charge your phone or something like that, you're going to be able to charge it with the 300. This also fully charges in an hour and will give you days of charge, but it's just a lighter version with a little bit less power. On the front here, we've got that power button you might be familiar with. And you can see how many hours of charging we got left, what percent battery we got left, and how much power is coming in and going out. On this side, we've got a car charger port with a button that turns it on or off. And we've got 2 AC ports on this side, again, with a lovely button to turn them on or off. In the middle, we've got 2 USB-A 12-watt ports and 1 USB-C 100-watt port. So if I wanted to charge up this iPad again, I could plug it right into that one USB-C port. And there we go. You can see the numbers start to change. It's telling me that we've got 22 hours of charging this coming from the 300. On the back, there's a AC in port, so you can charge it up whenever you need. Now this device will last for 2,500 cycles, which means that you've got up to 10 years of usage if you're only charging it 2.5 times a week. If you're using it the way I would use it, just as a backup emergency thing, you're probably only going to charge it once every couple of months. So that really means that you've got this device that is going to last you a lifetime for a really super affordable price. If you look at this button down here that you can click on to purchase the 300, I've paid more for less quite often in my life. So what do you use this for? Well, I like to think of it as a device you use to power your adventures. Now, those adventures could be at home. You could be using this to power your gaming PC and going on your, adventures off in the woods, or if you're me, off in Eorzea. You could be taking this with you on a camping adventure or on a van life. Are you one of those people who, gave up everything and bought a van and turned it into your house? This is a great companion for that because you can leave it in there and it'll run all of your stuff that you need without having to stop and charge things up at different like gas stations or things like that. And also, if you want to keep this at home and just use it in case you get a power outage, literally last night my power went out. Thankfully, it only lasted like half a second, but I was out of my bed like a shot because I knew my daughter, who was not quite asleep, would be like, "The lights are all out. We're all going to die. Panic!" Having one of these in her room would have been really good because I could just immediately plug in her little star lights, get light going in her room again, help her go back to sleep. So having something like that for emergency is great, and it's easy to grab because you just pick it up. It's really, really light. It weighs 8.2 pounds. The official information they gave me says that's lighter than a cat, but my cat's heavier than this thing. I go home and I pick up that big heckin' chunker, and I struggle a little bit. This I could juggle this. I'm not going to juggle this because a producer behind the camera would step over here and slap me in the face. But I could juggle it if I wanted to. So again, super, super low price, super, super affordable. Is it bad to charge it if it's not fully discharged? I am going to have my helpful moderators in chat answer that question because I don't know for sure, but I don't think so. So on the front here, we've got this power button. Turns the device on and off. You can see how many hours of charging you got left, how much percent battery you got left, how much power is going in and out. You've got the car charger port with a button here to turn it on or off. Yeah, being able to see the remaining time is really, really useful. It's just nice to know. You've got 2 AC out ports and then a button here turns those on or off. And then 2 USB-A 12-watt ports and 1 USB-C 100-watt port. And on the back, the AC in port. Right over here. So you can just plug this into the wall and leave it charging. Again, you could fully charge this up in an hour. So if you're about to go on a trip or something and you just suddenly are like, I got to charge my 300 or my 1500, you can just plug those in, About an hour later, you'll have a full charge and ready to go for literal days of charging. This little guy is just as quiet as its big brother. I'll do the thing again where I put the microphone up to it, and you can see, can't hear it, which is great. Yeah, an hour is super fast. And again, this will last for 2,500 cycles. That's, up to 10 years. If you're charging it multiple times a week, you might not be doing that. If you purchase a 300, which again, super affordable, if you click this button right here, you get the 300, you get this very cool, very high quality AC charger cable. You get the accessories bag for all your wires and anything else you want to bring around. And you get a 3-year warranty with access to Ampace's friendly customer service, which, I think I mentioned earlier. If you need to talk to them, you can do that via the cool app we showed you earlier, which is a free app you could download right now. You can connect to your device and get all the information about it right from there. So that is the 300. Now, the 1500, which we showed you first, is, like I said, the granddaddy. It does the most. It gets you the most bang for your buck, gives you the most charging time, the most useful in the widest variety of situations. The 300, this is our little portable baby. You can just, pick it up and rock it to sleep. Very, very portable, very, very convenient. But what if you need something in the middle? What if you're like, the 1500, that's going to take up too much space. The 300, that doesn't have as much features as I need. This right here is the Andes 600 Pro portable power station. In an hour, this will charge up to 80%. A little bit longer to charge it up to full. It puts out 1,800 watts, which will charge up to 80% of your appliances at home. And it'll last for 2,000 charge cycles. And again, a charge cycle is fully charging it up, fully discharging it. Let me show you what all the buttons here do. On the front, there's a power button that turns it on or off. The screen, you can see how many hours it's charging. Can I show the 300 next to it after? Next to the 600? I can do that for you right now. Vertical video. I'm going to balance it on top so you can see the difference in size here. Then on the left, you've got a car charger port and 2 DC out ports, which you can turn on or off with this button up here. And again, that's super useful. Say you've just, you want to leave something plugged in. You've got no better way to store your cable, but just plugging in the car charger port, plugging it into, say, your phone, just leaving it there. But your phone's already at full charge and you don't want to waste the energy. You could just turn this off and then no power will be flowing through there. On this side, we got 2 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports. And then on the bottom here, we've got the 2 AC out ports with a button that'll turn those on and off. Now, somebody in chat asked which one I like best. I think they mean I personally. Honestly, it's the 1500. There's a lot of cool stuff that you get for the 600 and for the 300. There's a lot of great portability in there. But when it comes to something that I can just pick up super easy, bring with me, leave in my house to protect my computer and stuff, go big or go home, baby. And the 1500 is that go big. Now, just like the 1500 and the 300, the 600 Pro will connect to the app. It's a free app you can download right now. You can turn on and off the AC output, just like those buttons do on the front. Same with the DC output. And then you've got the ability to change the nickname, ambient light mode, LED mode, turn on that A boost, change the battery range, connect to Wi-Fi. You can change when the unit times out and when the screen times out. You can look at your serial number and your firmware version. It's pretty cool. Now, I mentioned the ambient light mode on the 1500, but then I didn't show it off. So let me show you a little bit of what I'm talking about here. You could see on the top of the 600 and the 300, there are these super cool Tron looking lights. You see those right there? Now those are blue right now because they're connected to the app. But if you're charging the device, they'll turn green and they'll start showing you how much charge you've got in the device and how much charge you've got left. So if you're just walking by and want to see how the charging is going, you can just take a glance at the devices from the top. But also, we've got some cool modes here for you. This is breathing mode, which is a very slow change between different colors. Nice and relaxing. And there's sparkling mode, which gives you all the colors of the rainbow slowly from left to right. Looks really cool in the darkness. Diffusing mode starts in the middle and pushes out to the side. And single turns back on that single light. Now, one thing I got to tell you, starting to work at this job, I have, of course, started to get a ton of ads for Ampace products all over my, YouTube and Facebook and things like that. This morning I got one that I hadn't thought about, where Ampace mentioned that you could just bring one of these, or one of these, or one of these to your next DJ set. Imagine some kid or some probably grown man is dancing around at your thing and kicks the power out of the wall. You lose the DJ set, the party ends, all the lights go out. If you have one of these plugged into everything first, that doesn't happen. Power gets kicked out, these just kick in and start powering everything. And then you got power for the rest of the party. It's pretty cool. So on the front here, we've got this button. Turns on and off the device. We've got the amount of hours you have left of charging, amount of battery percent you've got left, power coming in and going out in watts. We've got the car charger port and 2 DC out ports, which you can turn on or off with this button right here. 2 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports, and 2 AC out ports with a button to turn them on and off as well. Now on the back, the same exact super cool connections that you get on the 1500. You got a solar panel cable, you got overcharge protection, and you got the AC in for when you want to charge this thing. So tell me, folks, where are you thinking that you would put something like a 600? What are you going to use it for? You think you're going to use it for camping, for protection in your house? Keep in mind, 1 hour to charge this thing up to 80% battery, right about where it's at now. A little bit longer to charge it up to 100%. If you get a 200-watt solar panel in a bundle with this, which you can do, you can charge it up with the sun in like 3 to 5 hours, which is pretty amazing. It'll last for 2,000 charge cycles. Charge cycle is fully charging and fully discharging. It'll power up to 80% of your appliances with an output of up to 1,800 watts. You can control it with the app, and it comes with a 36-month warranty. If you purchase it, and you can purchase it again just by pressing these buttons down here, you'll get the 600. You'll get the solar panel cable to connect to the solar panels. You'll get a high-quality AC charger cable. And you get this car charger cable so that you can plug this into your car or your truck or your Cybertruck and just charge it all up. You also, of course, get the accessory bag that we've been showing you, the 36-month warranty that I mentioned, and Ampace's friendly customer service. So that is the 600 Pro portable power station. Really, really cool device. I've loved playing around with it. You know what else I've loved, though, is carrying it with me. And Ampace has a really cool option for you for that. This is the 600 carrying bag. And what's cool about this, you can see it's got this really neat looking material on it. That material is IPX6 water resistant. That means that you could turn a hose on it from any direction and it's going to stay completely dry on the inside. It's designed for portability and it's got a lot of cool pockets and things to help you out. We've got this pocket right here which is where I was hiding that other accessory bag. We've got 2 mesh pockets on the side. Perfect for your water bottles or anything else you're bringing with you. And then at the top here, of course, we've got the main pocket, which is the perfect size for the 600. And then at the top here, we've got this pocket that was originally designed for a solar panel, but you could put anything in here. You could put a little Tupperware with some pasta. You could put some, you could put some trail mix up here. Keep yourself nice and hydrated and fed while you're hiking. It's got this very comfortable carrying handle. Allows you to tote it around very comfortably, but it also comes with this cool shoulder strap, so you can throw it on over your shoulder. And there you go. Really comfortable and convenient way to carry around a ton of power. If you're going out on a trip, with your friends, and you want to be the talk of the trip, throw one of these on, and they'll be like, "What's in the bag?" And you'll be like, "All of the power we need." This is something you buy separate from the 600, but honestly, I feel like it's a no-brainer to buy it with the 600 Pro. And you can get it by clicking this button right down here and purchasing it. Again, IPX6 water resistant, so you turn a hose on this, it's still going to protect you from the water. It's very, very cool. Very neat way to carry your stuff around. Got to get this back up here without knocking over the Christmas tree. Knocking over a Christmas tree is bad luck, right? That's how that works. All right, so we're back to the start. I'm going to bring it back down using only the force. Look at my power. All right, this is the 1500. This is the 300. This is the 600. And this is the 600's carrying bag. All of these products are available right now. Just pressing on these buttons down at the bottom of the screen give you access to some really good deals and some really good bundles. Both the 1500 and the 600 you can buy in a bundle with our solar panels in a lot of different configurations and options, and they'll help you charge up your devices for free. We'll talk about that a little bit in a minute. But first, I want to hear from y'all. Which one of these are you most interested in? What feels like the best fit for your life? Someone said the power is in your case. Yes, if you don't know, Ampace's slogan, the power is in your hands. Love that. Brian's going for the 600. It's a really, really good choice. It's a really, really great product. And we got somebody else going for the 300. They just need something for every day. It's a good choice. 300 is great. Nothing saying the 1500 can't be your everyday device, though. I'm just saying. So, we've got the 300. The 300 is the little baby brother. Very portable, very powerful. The next step up, the 600, the compromise between portability and power. And then right here, we've got the 1500 portable power station. Now, if you click on this button here, it turns on. You can see the amount of hours left you've got of charge, the percent battery you've got left, and the amount of power in watts coming in and going out. It's got this super useful LED on the front that goes bright, brighter, strobe, and SOS. So if you're out somewhere or you're at home and some disaster has happened, you need to get rescue services attention, you can use that. It's really, really bright. There's 4 18-watt USB-A ports and 2 100-watt USB-C ports. There's a car charger port and 2 DC out ports with this lovely button to turn them on and off. And then on the back, there's a button that turns on and off these 4 AC ports. We've got an AC in port, we've got overcharge protection, and we've got the solar panel port. So we talked a lot earlier at the beginning of this stream. Also, if you're just joining us, hi, my name is Mikey Fadum. we're doing a digital showroom today, which means I'm showing you off all of these amazing Ampace products, and then you're going to click on this button down here and be able to purchase any of them. It's an amazing thing. Honestly, it really kind of is. I can't imagine being able to just see something cool like this and then immediately buy it. That's awesome. Well, we talked about at the beginning of the stream who Ampace is. They're a company that wants to help you make the world a better place through green energy. The portable power stations are a good way to do it because you can charge these up and you can use them to power your life safely without, using crazy gasoline generators and things like that. But say you want to go a step further. I'm going to take the 1500 off here, and we're going to say goodbye to hardworking Susan just for a little bit. Say you like the idea of having a portable power station like the 1500 in order to, make charging things in your life easier. Ooh, somebody's picking out the 1500. Good for you. Well, right now, you can buy a bundle of the 1500 or the 600 with one of these lovely babies. Now this is a 100-watt solar panel. When I was a kid, solar panels seemed like they were like a super space age, super out of our reach technology. You could buy one right now for a really affordable price and take it home to charge your devices, to charge your portable power stations. 100-watt solar panel, very convenient portable package. It's water resistant, and most solar panels out there, they've got maybe a 10 to 15% conversion efficiency. Conversion efficiency means the amount of energy that this device takes from the sun and turns into power. This one has a 23% conversion efficiency. So that means that 23% of solar energy that's hitting this is going to be converted into power. Now, the sun puts out a ton of energy, y'all. So 23% of the energy of the sun is a really powerful amount of energy. And you can see there's a lot of solar panel here. You can use this, you can put this out facing the sun, get it all nice and charged up. And on the back here, we've got, in addition to those wires I showed you earlier, this kickstand that comes with the 100-watt solar panel. Set this out. You can line it up at whatever angle you need to make sure it's close to the sun. And you can flip it open, point it towards the sun, get a nice charge all day. You could set it up at home to constantly be charging one of your Andes portable power stations, to be doing backup for your devices and things like that. The cool thing about using a solar panel with one of the portable power stations is, you've just spent a reasonable amount of money on the solar panels and the 1500, let's say, in a bundle. Then you have to think about, well, if I have to plug this into the wall to charge it, I'm still spending money on energy. But maybe you aren't, because you put this out in the sunlight or inside your house and pointing at the sunlight. And you can use it in a couple of hours to charge up a 1500 or a 600 and get all of that power in the battery of these amazing portable power stations to charge your devices, to power your appliances, to back up your computer. And it all just came into your house for free, just through the power of the sun. I mean, that's living in the future, really. I think this is a really cool thing. I have plans for setting it up in my walk-in closet at home because we've got this really nice window in there, and it would be cool to just, while it's beating in there and heating up the closet, also get it to heat up this device and then power all of my other devices and then save money on it. Now, it isn't just the 100 watt you can buy on its own or in a bundle with the 1500 or the 600. We also have the 200 watt solar panel. Now you can see this is quite a bit bigger than the 100 watt, and that's because it'll capture that much more sunlight, literally double the energy from the sun. Still same 23% conversion efficiency, still the same IP67 water resistance. So if it gets caught in the rain while you got it set up in your backyard, You've got plenty of time to run out and grab it and put it away before it gets ruined. It's a really, really cool way to get power for free into your devices, and especially into your portable power stations. On the front here, we've got this lovely pocket that protects your charging cables. And you can see right here, this is the same port that we had on the back of the 1500 and the 600. So it's right out of the box, designed to plug right into one of those devices and work. And we've got a kickstand, just like on the 100 watt, with a really nice rubber tip. It's a heavy duty kickstand. You can set it up. It's going to stay there all day. This thing weighs less than 10 pounds. Super lightweight, super foldable, very convenient to carry around. If you're going on a big camping trip, say you're headed up to Big Sur for the weekend, you throw a couple of these and a 1500 in your truck, then suddenly you have power for the whole weekend. You don't have to worry about it. And you have free power for the whole weekend. Zero stress. It's a really cool way. One of the things that I'm always wondering about is how I personally can affect the environment, make the world a better, greener place. And the best way to do that, for me personally, would be to get one of these, like the 1500, bundle it with a couple of solar panels, and suddenly all of the power that I really do feel like I need to use in my life, my cell phone, my computer, all of those things, suddenly I can get that power from the sun, I can store it in here, and I can use it to charge up all of my devices. Because the thing is, most of us, we really want to make the world a better place, we really want to make it safer, but we don't want to give up the things that we use to make our life happy. This is a good way to spend a little money and to not have to give any of those things up. So let's go through what we talked about today. First up, we've got, I'm going to move the 1500 for one sec. First up, we've got the Andes 300 Pro portable power station. It's got a nice button on the front here, lets you turn it on, see how many hours of charge you've got left, how much percent of charge you've got left, how much power you've got going in and coming out. Got two AC ports, one 3-prong, one 2-prong. You turn those on and off with that button there. You got a car charger port on this side, and a nice button to turn that on and off. Two 12-watt USB-A ports and one 100-watt USB-C port. And then this really cool AC in charge port. Really compact, really powerful, puts out up to 300 watts of power. Will charge most of your devices and things you need to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Won't do any of the heavy-duty stuff. If you want to do the heavy-duty stuff, you got to go up the chain a little bit. And next up the chain is the 600 portable power station. It's got a power button right here, turn it on and off. We've got up here this LED light, just like on the 1500. We've got a screen that tells you how many hours of charge you got left, what percent of charge you got left, how much power is coming in and going out. You can see this guy is charged up to 80% right now. That takes about an hour, a little bit longer to get it up to full. We've got a car charger port and two DC out ports over here. So you can turn them on and off with that. We've got two AC out ports here with a button that turns those on and off. And then on the side, we've got two 18-watt USB-A ports and two 100-watt USB-C ports. On the back, we've got the solar panel port, the overcharge protection, and the AC in port. All of those designed to help you connect to car chargers or solar panels that you might buy. And remember, both with the 600 and the 1500, if you purchase them by pressing that button down right there, you can put them in a bundle with any of the solar panels in a bunch of different configurations to make your life a little bit easier. This puts out up to 1800 watts. So that's going to cover 80% of the appliances you got But if you want to do the best in class, if you want to have the most power, the most energy, the most options, well then right here we've got the Andes 1500 Pro. Now, it fully charges in less than an hour. So the little bit more than an hour it takes to charge the 600, a little bit less to fully charge this up. It'll power up to 2400 watts, 3600 with the A-Boost mode and the very helpful app. We've got this LED light on the front, turns on, then brighter, then strobe, then SOS. Somebody in chat said they feel like they need it now. You know, I never want to tell anybody that they need a product that feels, you know, a little, but if there ever was a product you need, just to keep yourself safe, keep your family safe in a disaster, something like the 1500 is way up there. Let's see. You've got 4 18-watt USB-A ports, 2 100-watt USB-C ports, little button here that turns on and off, the car charger port, and the 2 DC out ports. On the back, 4 AC out ports with a button that turns them on or off. And then we've got back here the solar panel cord connector, overcharge protection, and AC in. And remember, if you've got the 1500, the 600, or the 300 plugged into your wall, and then you've got your computer plugged into it, it'll be flowing power from the wall to your computer directly. But if you lose power, within 20 milliseconds, these guys are going to kick in. They're going to start sending power to your computer. Your computer's not going to even know that it lost power. It's really incredible and really, really, really useful, especially if you're like me, when you get in the zone and just forget to save stuff. Y'all ever lost some really important data because of a power outage, chat? Because I know I have. And then for the 600, we've got this really cool carrying case, IPX6 water resistant. You turn a hose on that, it's not going to get wet. Everything inside is going to stay safe. You've got these mesh pockets on the side. You've got this nice pocket on the front and the pocket on the top for, you know, your lunch or your solar panel. And then we got our 2 solar panels, the 100 watt and the 200 watt. Just push this to one side real quick so we can show you the 100 watt again. Flip this open. 23% conversion efficiency. 23% of the power of the sun coming right into your life and powering the stuff in your home. That's really cool. And it's a really convenient, well-designed product. Built-in kickstand. So you can just set it up and get the power of the sun to give you free energy in your life. And if you're a dad, you can make your son set it up, and then you can make a lot of power of the sun because of the power of my son jokes. And that's very important in our lives, to have all the dad jokes we can. All right, folks. Well, this has been an Ampace digital showroom. I have got the 1500 here for you. It's the granddaddy of them all. I've got the 300, the little brother, the 600, the middle ground, the Goldilocks between portability and power, the 600 carrying case if you want to keep your items and your power station nice and dry. We've got a 100 watt and 200 watt solar panel. Remember, you could click on these buttons down here and you can purchase a 600 or a 1500 with the solar panels in a bundle in a bunch of different configurations. You're going to get a really good deal on it. You're going to save a bunch of money, and then you're going to continue to save money as you use the sun to power your life. It's pretty incredible. Folks, I hope you've had fun here today. I've had fun chatting with you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.